Hello world and welcome to Washington, D.C., where we are, and if I have the timing right, it is about a half hour out until we have a new President of the United States. Very exciting for some, very terrifying for others, and a lot of people right in between. I wanted to just take a moment to reignite the Brain Noms channel to show you guys that we're going to be vlogging here all weekend. I have a bunch of content written up about my understanding of why people are here. I think the biggest fundamental question I have here, separate from what everyone else is asking, because I think most people are taking the time to ask the question, why are you here? Who'd you vote for? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Da 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 da. There are these questions I think that have just been beaten, they're beating a dead horse. But I think the question so many people don't ask is that in the protests coming up, or in the supportive groups who are coming out to support Donald Trump and support the party, I think not many people are taking the time to ask what emotion is actually the thing that's fueling that. So the next piece I'm going to be making is called Fear, Love, and Gambling, an understanding of why people are doing what they're doing. An example of this would be like, I came out here out of curiosity. Curiosity, and I would probably say a little bit of concern, and fear is probably where I would bracket that. But a part of me wanted to understand, how do I detangle that fear and love? And I think if we're able to get an understanding of that, I think we're going to be able to know if these are the kind of protests that are going to last 2 years, 4 years, possibly 8 years. And I know so many people are like, never say that, never say 8 years, but it could possibly happen. It is the realm of possibility, and it's something I think we need to address. And my biggest concern is that in a month, this won't happen anymore. In a month, everyone will go back to their lives, forget about it. Most people won't have to deal with a lot of the early policies of the new administration, and they're just going to kind of keep going. And things might get worse and they might not see it, which is extremely concerning, especially when 250,000 people are showing up in DC, and in 30 cities across the planet are protesting tomorrow, the inauguration. I have family in Los Angeles, I have family in New York, I have family there are people who are in Portland, Oregon protesting. There are people who, regardless of if they had the financial or the whatever capability, the luxury time it takes to come out to DC to see this themselves, people said this is worth standing up for. This is worth, honestly, just seeing, considering the sheer level of, and this is where it gets so hard to actually pick a phrase, where it's the sheer level of emotion that drives people to be here. And one of the best quotes I heard is that, Donald Trump is the straw that breaks the camel's back. The reason that people went from considering to go out and protest to actually getting up and going and doing it. I just drove 12 hours to be here in a rented car. So there are people who are getting out here who are saying, I need to be here. This is the moment in time. This is the March on Washington of our generation. There is nothing on this scale that our generation has ever seen before. So missing it is missing out on a piece of history. And I want to understand why that is. I want to know if that's a sustainable feeling. And I found some people are coming here out of love for this country, out of saying, hey, I think things are getting really messed up, or, in some ways better, but I think things aren't going as well as they should be, so I'm here out of love for my country. Some people are like, I have no idea what's going to happen to me or my family, so they're here out of fear and feeling like this is their only option. And some people are here because they're like, you know what? No administration has ever taken care of us, and whatever, the little guy, maybe I'm part of a working class minority, but I've never felt taken care of. So I feel like there was a great episode on Vox where they were interviewing a woman in Kentucky, and she's like, I feel like I'm just pulling the lever on one of those gambling machines in Vegas. And I'm like, okay, that's an option. That's a thing to do. But it is definitely a question of how sustainable this is going to be. And I'm incredibly excited to see. Maybe I'm too much of an optimist, but I'm excited to see where people go with this, because I think that's something, if people care enough, it'll last. So thank you guys so much for joining. We're going to have probably some live streams happening, and I'm going to be going and recording footage of the protests tomorrow, so stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of information and a lot of content coming out this week. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, share these videos, and of course comment in the comment box below. Seriously, stay tuned. And by the way, check out the Brain Noms Twitter. I'll probably be posting most of what's happening, what I'm seeing, honestly just what I'm feeling and the people I'm talking to. I think that's the unique thing I'm going to be able to want to share with you guys, not just my own perspective. And everyone can, there are going to be real news organizations out there that are going to get those great shots of the president's face as he swears in and I think what I'm bringing to this table and what I'm bringing to you and me, the thing that we're curious about, is what is the person next to me thinking? Am I alone in thinking what I'm thinking? Am I crazy for being worried or excited or whatever? And does someone else get me? And those are the questions I'm going to be asking. So I hope you guys are excited as I am. As always, again, like, subscribe, share. Of course, comment in the comment box down below. How excited are you? And what questions are you asking? And particularly, why? What makes you ask that? What feeling drives you to ask the questions that you're asking right now? Let me know in the comment box down below. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.